Good morning, Muscatine, and happy Monday. I hope you all had a wonderful start to your October, and it was beautiful weather all weekend long. Before I get started, I have to say thank you to our sponsors, Hy-Vee, Unity Point Health, Trinity Muscatine, Muscatine Power and Water, Becky Insurance, Toyota of Muscatine, Rivel Plumbing and Heating, Impact Fitness and Nutrition, Lutheran Living Senior Campus, Impact Life Blood Center, Harper Cycling and Fitness, Muscatine County Fair, and Bayer of Muscatine. Some events that are happening this weekend, and we're going to be talking about one here coming up. The Church Basement Ladies will be the 27th production of the New Era Diner Theater. So they will be presenting on Friday, October 7th, the 8th, and on Sunday, October 9th in the New Era Community Building. A dinner will be served at 6 p.m. for the show on Friday and Saturday and 4 p.m. on Sunday. Reservations are required for all performances, so tickets for the dinner and show are $30 for adults and $20 for children through age 12. So be sure that you can check out more of their information on their Facebook page and get your tickets today. We have some fun things to talk about, and first off, it is Megan Monday, and she is here today to talk about the walk and the event that's happening this weekend. Good morning.
Good morning.
So my purple shirt's on underneath this, but I am so cold, so I'm keeping this on.
It is a little colder this morning than I wanted it to be. It's supposed to be beautiful this afternoon, though.
Yeah, I would say I'm getting the tees of the 30, 40s, and then we get the 70s, and then it goes back down. It's like sweater to t-shirt, back to sweater.
Yep.
So let's do a little recap. We had the walk on Friday, September 23rd.
Yep.
It was a little cold.
It was a little chilly that night. I think we've just designated now walk night. It's just going to be a little chilly, a little gray. Once we started on the actual ceremony and walk, the sun came out. There was a beautiful rainbow, and it warmed up a little bit. And then you've just kind of got the excitement of everybody there. So it was a beautiful walk. And then after it, got a little dreary again. So
compared to maybe last year or obviously 2020, how did this one look in compared to the past couple years?
It's always special to see everybody in their purple with their flowers. There's some great pictures on the Muscatine Walk to End Alzheimer's Facebook group of our host Lindsay Phillips taking a selfie, and just all of the purple and flowers behind her. We had 153 walkers register this year. I would say walk night, we probably had about 80 to 100 show up.
Okay.
So it was a nice group. A lot of familiar faces, a lot of new faces. And it was great to see those supporting and showing off their walk shirts on walk night, who were able to pick them up, had raised their $100 and sporting their shirts. And then just to see those flowers both being planted in our garden or being taken down the walk, it's really special. It's a really special moment. You've been there before, weren't there this year.
Nope.
But we have seen it continue to grow, both in funds that we're raising, the support that's needed in our community, and then just that showing of support.
And shout out to Jordan Lloyd Photography for capturing all of from registration all the way through the walk. So unfortunately, Scott and I were not there. We were in Richmond, Indiana for a funeral, but we did have our purple shirts and we did walk. And Patrick had a purple musky shirt on, so still purple, we're good. Supporting both areas, so we went on a walk, still in support of that with family too, so that was good. And I think Leia needed to get outside and walk too. And so when it came to kind of when people walk in, so maybe some didn't get to do it this year and they saw some of the pictures, when they walk into the barn, what are some of the different things that they got to see there at the walk?
Yeah, we had a really nice champions tent this year. We had some fun cookies done by Hy-Vee.
They were so delicious.
Some gifts for our champions, a banner for them to put their name, which we did put your name on it for you guys, or put who they're walking in honor of, kind of different messages. So really a celebration of those champions. Those are walkers who raised at least $500. Our grand champions raised $1,000. And then there are other elite grand champion, maybe $1,500. So we got to celebrate every level, which was really exciting. And even during our ceremony, there's some options to continue fundraising. Excuse me. And one of those is a text to donate. And our host Lindsay actually donated to Amy Hessel that night to make her a champion fundraiser, just to give her that last little bit. So she made her $500 goal. And those are the exciting benchmarks that we just want to celebrate. Even though you weren't there, it's important to note too that even if you can't come that night, the contributions that were made, but you can walk anywhere. And through our app, through the Facebook group, through different ways you can still connect with your community. And that's important. We have a lot of people who, when we go to them, they're like, oh, I'm not going to be here that weekend. We still encourage you to be a part of the community effort, even if you can't be there on walk night or something else keeps you away.
And I love the app because you can actually, on here, you can see a virtual flower garden, which I think is so pretty, and people can actually leave messages on it. The other thing is really neat is there is a way to track your walking, your steps with your team. So that's what Scott and I did, was when we started our walk, I got onto the app, which of course now it doesn't want to go on. Of course, good timing. But then you can see who's walking, your team activity, your progress, and I think we were talking about there is an elite grand champion, which I can't remember what the actual number is. But then you can see total activities and goal totals and setting miles on there, which I think is really a nice little addition to this. I did learn you do have to keep the app open. So if you don't, it doesn't track for you. So I did learn the hard way. Scott did it, but I did not. So it looks like I did 0 miles, but I promise we did miles. And then I think just being able to, most importantly, know that fundraising is not over with. So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Fundraising continues through December 20th. So we are, I think, about $4,000, $5,000 from our goal.
And of course, I just
82%. I know, I saw it on your screen too.
Yes, here we go. We're at just a little over 24, and our goal is 30.
So just over $5,000 from our goal, which is very manageable with just a few more efforts. So there are some communities, some teams that are still have year-end fundraisers. The holidays are a great time to, make something, if you're crafty, make something with a little purple or some flowers to it, and have those funds go towards your team fundraising. Send out an extra push. We, even day of, had some of our top fundraisers putting that extra social media push out there. We're walking tonight. We want to raise more funds, and a lot of donations came out that way. So you could do that in honor of the holidays. Doing that year-end push. Can you give a little bit more and help us reach our goal? So all the way through December 20th. And we should hit that goal easily.
Oh yeah. Impact's gonna do some tie-dye event because I saw another gym just do tie-dye shirts, and I said, that's awesome, we are doing this.
Nice.
So we're gonna do a little fun tie-dye, kind of help kick off and round off ours. I have to do a shout out to Michelle Rhodes, Megan Jones, Scott Schultz, Joan Rafter, and Nick Horn as our top 5. They are an awesome job there. I know someone is still needing to put money in, so he will get there eventually. He will get there before December 20th. And then Impact Fitness and Nutrition, United Way of Muscatine, Addington, Rock Valley, and Muscatine Community. Where did you go? Why? And also, Joan Joggers, being Joan, for awesome teams there for the top 5 teams this year. I love this. It's just such great work. And then even companies too. Even that is just an incredible thing. You can be single, you can be a team, or even get your business involved. And it just creates that much more involvement within our community.
Yeah, and there is a little bit of a misconception on the teams. As you noted, Joan Rafter is Joan's jogger. She's a team of one, an individual team, and has made a huge contribution. So you don't need to have a whole team, because as a walk, we're a whole community supporting each other. So consider everybody on your team. You're just designating yourself as a walker. So.
Yeah, and I know that we had people, we had athletes just donate to our team. So they're still getting involved without having to go through the registration, because they knew that they wouldn't be physically there, but they still want to be a part of it and help raise the awareness and the funds for it. And most importantly, even though I'm already talking about walk for next year, when is kind of that idea that people can then kind of start registering for the following year once December 20th ends? What happens after that for groups?
We will start our planning again. So I also want to give, before we kind of put last year behind us, I want to give a huge shout out to all the volunteers that we had that night. We started to talk about what you could see there kind of in the Pearl City Station on walk day. There were tables with information about programs and services. There were the flower tables, refreshments, and then we had some of our sponsors there. But all of that comes together with our volunteers. So we had volunteers greeting people, helping with registration, helping at those tables, greeting people as they came back out, and then of course our wonderful ceremony people as well. So it takes a village
it does.
to run events like this. So if people are interested in getting involved in the planning committee for next year, that will kick off in January as we wind down the holidays, find that lull before activities really start, and start that planning. And then registration usually gets up and running towards the end of January, beginning of February. So early in the year, and we'll make sure we get all the kinks out kind of as a committee first, make sure all the links are working, and then that gets rolled out to the community.
When it comes to the leadership portion of it, how can someone get involved on the board?
So they can reach out to me, obviously, as the event chair. But on the walk website, where you can see all of our totals and donate, there are also a spot just to sign up to volunteer, or when you registered, if you designated that you were interested. You could also message or put a message on the walk Facebook. There are a million ways to reach out to us. Come find Autumn. She's here almost every day. And just let her know.
I will
that
guide
you're
you in the right
volunteering.
direction.
So a million ways to get involved, so don't delay, and let us know that you're interested.
And what are some ways that you feel that, especially within the leadership board, what are some of the areas that we could really have more of, need help with, when we want to push further for next year? What areas would you say?
Yeah, we've got a pretty good team covering a lot of the areas, but it's really that depth. So you can be involved once a month. You can be involved, on parts that just are the month or two before walk day, or that are heavy at the beginning of the year, that really fit with how your availability is to volunteer. I always choke on Mondays too. I don't know what that's about.
I've been wanting to say, why don't you take a drink and take a pause for a moment? While she does that, these are awesome, but they are a weapon. They're so cool. They're heavy too. I love those.
Yeah, so that's a champion medal. The one last year was a flower, which was pretty cool too. And those are just nice incentives.
Oh yeah. They're gonna hang up in our gym. Well, maybe that's our goal. We'll create a goal of just having a wall of championship clubs.
Very cool.
I don't know if Megan will donate hers though.
Very cool.
So continue back to what you're saying.
So, but there are some jobs like just helping to make phone calls to either recruit teams or welcome teams on to encourage that fundraising. Up to logistics planning for day of. So if you like that event day planning, have contacts in the community. And then sponsorships. We're always looking to grow our sponsors for the event. So just depending on what your talent is and what your time availability is, we can find a place for you on our team.
And that's what Scott and I do. We do the sponsorships, and it's really nice because it actually does help with our schedule, because it is more at the beginning, because we need to have those kind of sooner than later so we can get it understand. So Scott and I do that from January to May, I think it is. And that kind of works out really well for our schedule, because summer, who knows what happens. August then is golf season, so we could always use helping hands with sponsorships, because the more the merrier, and more brains coming together for ideas too. I think that's always just nice to have. We've got, a person in each category. Now we need to find more to help with that, just to kind of ease more pressure off of everyone's shoulders too. Because we all still have everyday jobs, and we all still have kids at home. So more helping hands, the easier everyone's lives will be. And of course, we have to do a shout out to Michelle Kelman. Because she's just Michelle.
She's our staff partner, so she works for the Alzheimer's Association, and really just kind of keeps us on track.
Yes, she does.
It's very easy to not realize that 2 or 3 months has gone by, and kind of keeps you on track for the year, and just helps kind of fine-tune a lot of those ideas that we're coming up with in the community. So, and
our Zoom meetings. We love our Zoom meetings.
And it really helps make that connection for all of us to the reason we are doing it, and the mission.
And the nice thing is too, she's not even in Muscatine, but she will come out to events as much as she can. She'll come out to, I know I've seen her at ribbon cuttings and Almost Friday Fest and
Business After
Hours. I've seen her, and she makes that effort to come out, because she wants to get to know everyone too. So she loves to network and get involved in the community. So I've always appreciated that. And let's talk about something that's happening this weekend.
Sure.
I'll let you take over.
So this weekend is the Crossroads. I'm going to switch hats real quick.
How many hats do you have?
I know, just 2 today. So this weekend is Rockin' on 2nd Street. Crossroads is taking our yearly carnival, which usually happens on the hottest day in August. We have taken it to now the coldest day of October. I may have sent a graphic of the 50-degree high to those in the dunk tank this weekend and said, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, I didn't.
That it's going to be 50 degrees on Saturday. But we are collaborating with Rockin' on 2nd Street. And going to have the kickoff carnival, which will happen in the parking lot on the corner of 2nd and Pine, which is just across from Proof Social and Pearl City Chiropractic.
Perfect.
And that will have all of the carnival games that everybody knows and loves from the Crossroads Carnival. We have a dart throw, football throw, duck hunt, different carnival games, the dunk tank, bounce houses, all of that fun. We will have information on services, so if you've been interested in what Crossroads does or been looking into their services, you can definitely get information. That party all starts at 1 p.m.
Perfect.
At 2:30, we move into kind of the music portion of the afternoon. Crossroads is also hosting the kickoff band, which is Winterland.
Okay.
They are a Grateful Dead cover band out of Iowa City.
Okay.
So we're bringing in someone brand new for Muscatine. Should be a really good time, and that and the carnival as part of the Crossroads kickoff will continue until 5 o'clock. We do have a pie in the face that will round up our activities, so bring out your dollars.
Okay.
And look to the Crossroads Facebook in the next day or two for all of the nominees on that.
Okay.
I can share 2 that I know.
That's what I was about to ask
Mayor Brad Bark and Zach Lane.
Okay.
Are going to be 2. They were nominated by some of our staff and clients, so great connection to our organization and to our community. And we'll have a few more announced shortly. And there will be opportunities to give all of the proceeds from our sponsors and anything taken in that day will benefit Crossroads and Shop with a Cop.
Nice.
And Shop with a Cop has been the benefiting organization from Rockin' on Sycamore Street,
Okay.
which was pre-pandemic event. So this is the comeback of the Crossroads and Rockin' on Sycamore in a new event, Rockin' on 2nd Street.
Add a little spin, a little twist, mixing it up a little bit.
Yep, but
There we
other
go.
than where you decide to donate, the whole event is free, so you can come listen to the music, play the carnival games, all for free. And then there will be just opportunities to support both organizations.
Very nice. So I think I saw, and correct me if I'm wrong, some silent auctions and prizes opportunity as well. So that's where all of this will help.
Yes.
So more the merrier, continue community growth. And for Rockin' on 2nd Street, it's from 2 till
10 p.m.
Okay. And so so you're in the parking lot. Where is the music going to be held then?
So the stage will be right there, pretty much right in front of Pearl City Chiropractic.
Okay.
And then it will be shut down to Chestnut, I believe is that intersection there. So it's that one block of party.
Okay, perfect.
We'll be going on a great street party. There will be some signature cocktails at Proof Social.
Nice.
So it should just be a lot of fun. For anyone who says there's nothing going on in Muscatine, you can spend your morning shopping at the Vintage Market with the Chamber on the riverfront, and then your kids have complained that they had to do that, take them down to the carnival, and then rock out all night in the street. So it should be a nice day, nice fall day to hang out downtown.
That was like a few weeks ago. There was 3 events happening. There was something in the morning. Oh, there was the mental health walk, and then there was the food truck fight,
Yeah.
and then there was a concert.
Yeah.
There's your whole day right there.
Yep.
Go to the market. Go
Start
let your
that
kids.
Christmas shopping.
Stop
Go to
it.
the carnival.
Stop. No, we're not going
It is
there.
really the perfect time for either fall decorations, some of those crafts, Christmas shopping, holiday shopping,
Of anything that
carnival, and then fun.
I have to enjoy October 1st.
And then you can just dance off all the shopping regret from the morning.
Yes, all your shopping regret. That is a good term right there. Shopping regret. Speaking of your shopping regret hours, do people need to bring chairs?
Yes, bringing chairs. There will be some tables. I believe we're trying to get some tables set up, but bring a chair.
Okay.
Be able to hang out.
So just kind of like almost Friday Fest, bring your lawn chair, sit and enjoy music. You've got Proof Social, you've got Wine Nuts, you've got Skinnies, you've got, oh my gosh.
Underground.
Thank you, Underground. Then there's
Bobby's Cuisine.
That's the one I
Yeah.
was missing. And then Cadeau
Ton of
Bakery.
fun.
There's so much food and drinks that you can enjoy just in that one block.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you notice how it was like,
Yeah, there it is.
I'm standing
I
in the
saw
middle
you.
of the road, looking at the stage.
I saw you.
That's how I was navigating. That's what I have to do. That's my visual reference. Do you know the 2 signature cocktails that Proof is doing?
I do not, but they will be featured online this week.
And where can we follow for more info?
So Crossroads Facebook and the Rockin' on 2nd Street event
Okay.
will both have teasers, some of our silent auction items, some of the games, the pie in the face, and then we'll get those signature cocktails up for everybody to get ready.
There we go. And now I need to know who's getting the pie in the face so I can contribute to make sure that this happens. So before we wrap up, we want to definitely make sure people are aware of how much longer they can donate for.
Till December 20th.
Perfect.
For it to count towards this year. You can donate at any time. Let's not.
Yes.
You can
But
donate at any time, but for it to count to this year's walk till December 20th.
Because we want to hit that 30,000. Because we were at, what did we do last year?
23,000.
So we bumped it up. And are we planning on bumping it up for next year?
It'll be bumped up a little bit next year as well.
Yes, we will get there. Because I mean, look at this. We're almost at 25,000. So we beat last year's goal, and we're so close to this year's goal.
Yeah.
And we still have plenty of time.
Yep.
Perfect. Is there any additional information you would like to share?
Reach out to volunteer and get involved in the planning committee. We would love to have more people.
So what did you say? It takes a village, right?
It takes a village to put it all together.
Yes, it does. And I think there's, how many of us right now? 8?
8.
8 people.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we'll say 8. I apologize if I'm missing anyone on the leaderboard. Please forgive me. But I would love to see, you know, even if we could get 10, if we get 12, the more the merrier. Like you said, it takes a village, and we're doing this year-round.
Yeah.
So we have plenty of opportunities and plenty of spots available to make this even better than it was before. Not saying it was not good this year.
Well, every year you want to get a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
You want to have more impact, more people that you're able to support, and just a little more fun too. So we'll bring on the new ideas, new connections.
And it was nice that we didn't have to do any of the COVID restrictions compared to last year and obviously the year before. It just felt back to normal.
Yeah, it did.
Besides the cold weather.
You know, that's becoming normal.
I think I'd rather take the cold than the wind.
Yes.
I will say that. I would take cold over wind. No banners flew away this year.
Nope. Nope.
Well, Megan, thank you so much for coming on and bringing out all this information, especially with the walk and this weekend's event, which is going to be a very fun event.
It will be fun.
There's a ton of things for you to choose through. And I will continue reminding all of you about this. So please, if you want to, you can still register and help us donate, reach that 30,000. And then, of course, you've got a whole weekend fun-filled events going on. So you've got the Vintage Market, you've got Rockin' on 2nd Street, the Carnival, and a play that you could, there's your Saturday right there. Vintage, play, enjoy, and enjoy even more.
There you go.
And have dinner. There you go. You're good to go. Your whole Saturday is planned out for you. Well, I will continue reminding you and bringing up all these amazing events. But until then, stay happy and stay healthy. I will see you later, Muscatine.
When you buy a vehicle for Toyo Muscatine, keeping your vehicle safely on the road is our highest priority.
We offer scheduled maintenance and extended service hours for those unexpected repairs.
Our service department's mechanics are dedicated to providing you with the highest quality of care.
Feel free to ask any of our friendly staff if you have any questions.
Come on down to Toyota Muscatine today.